figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Blue Jays played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, Matty, this would be a huge momentum and confidence boost for this ball club. It is so difficult to sweep a series, especially on the road. They get this W here today. It's going to be a lot of happy ball players leaving that locker room after this one.
John Means, Kansas-born left-hander, will be doing the pitching. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
So here is Bo Bichette. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Toronto, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
First offering on its way. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Now another 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2. Pops this one up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Batting second. The second.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
You take a look at this lineup, Matty, one thing stands out, and that fact that they're at the bottom third in on-base percentage. They don't put enough pressure on the defense to be successful. Sit back, waiting on too many guys to move the ball over the fence. And sometimes that puts too much pressure on one of your boys to have to be the hero.
First pitch of the AB now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row. So 1-1 home.
2-0, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Long run for the right fielder. In there, a base hit. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Cedric Mullins is on now as he'll take over in right field following the injury.
Number 31. Batting third, the left fielder.
At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Lifetime in this matchup, he's 0 for 8. Semien, the runner at second with 1 away. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
The 2-1. Fouled off. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
3-2 pitch. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And it's fouled away.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Severino is under it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter,
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will make the catch here just in front of the first row, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Jays 0-O's coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Hyunjin Ryu, the Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
First pitch coming, here it is. Jahmai Jones is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. And Dan, Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Now a little pop-up here right in front of the plate. Biggio is under it near the mound. 1 away.
Batting second.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think Ryan Mountcastle is a guy we really need to focus in on today. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Ready now is Ramon Urias, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting third, the first baseman,
Up next, Ryan Mountcastle to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Bichette's got it. The side is retired. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore, but first, here's Heidi Watney with a little bit more on the forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
And he fouls this one off. And on one hand, they can be happy they've got their ace on the mound for them in this sweep game, but on the other hand, they're tasked with facing an ace themselves.
It sure is. This is one of those games where you flip a coin heads or tails. Two terrific starting pitchers, both teams firing their bullets, their aces going today. This should be a good one.
The 2-1 home. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. One out, runner at first, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Pat Valaika, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Pitch on the way.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. One is a cutter that misses 2-1. 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now, as he'll take a look at ball one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Ruiz is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. A ball and a strike now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he misses again, ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So next to hit is Freddie Galvis, who was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there, too. Do not test this guy's arm.
Stepping in now, Cedric Mullins, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0 home. Bottom of the second here with no score. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Ryu now on 2-1. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Fouled off. Grounder down the line at third. He's got it. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. They make it look easy, don't they? Around the horn for the double play to end the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding in is Kevin Biggio. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 1 for 4.
Kevin.
Now here's the first offering.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Oh my, This ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Way out of here as it bangs off the gate. A solo shot down the line in right. 6th home run on the season for him. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
The batter will be Alejandro Kirk.
The catcher.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Kirk, a 22-year-old. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Count still full, 3-2. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First delivery to him. A windup and a 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayes is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. First offering. And it's fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 1-0 Toronto.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at-bat.
This one's flared off to the right side. Simeon will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Next up, Austin Hayes. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. The 1-0 delivery. Bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Jahmai Jones comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. The 0-1 pitch.
Off the plate, ball one.
Lifted in the air to center. Springer has a read on it. 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, the second baseman, Ramon.
Next, here is Ramon Urias. Over to first, Ryu. A dive, but he's back. From the stretch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Hayes leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 2-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit.
The first baseman, number 6.
That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Two down, runners at first and second. This is foul right side. The set and the 1-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the fourth, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Lourdes Gurriel. First pitch coming, here it is. So far this year against Southpaws, Gurriel has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And you can see the top 2 pitch velocities here, 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. So 1 down, no one aboard. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Ball 1.
That's inside.
The 1-1.
That's out.
Sliced hard on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
In today's game, with so many shifts being deployed on a day-to-day basis, for a batter to stay tall and drive a backdoor breaking ball the other way fires me up.
Here's George Springer as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. One run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Well, the difference between a caught stealing and a stolen base is often pretty small, and that was a really good example. If that throw didn't make the fielder reach across his body a little bit, I think he could have been out.
Yeah, Dan, the throw wasn't all that bad, but it did end up a little more on the third base side of the bag, and that may have been the difference. Here comes the 1-2. Is taken for ball 2. Gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Mountcastle takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Oh, and 2. Here it is.
1 ball, 2
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. One and 2. Here it is.
2 balls.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Here's the 2-2.
3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. High and deep to left center field. Hayes on the run for it. Still going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Randall Grichuk, a 2-run shot. Number 148 for his career. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Kevin Biggio stepping up now. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. The 1-0 home. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And next, the dangerous power threat, Pat Valaika.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Count 2-1.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order. And we just saw 3 in a row.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Rio Ruiz. No balls and 1 strike. The average not so hot, down at 210 for the season. 8 home runs and 25 driven in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Fouled away. Ready on 1-2. Right side and right into the shift. Simeon's there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the shortstop. Ready. Galvis.
So 2 out, nobody on. And up next, the former Philly shortstop, Freddie Galvis. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And this is lined hard to deep left. Gurriel finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Toronto leads this one 3-0. Ashton Godot, the right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Number 53. Ashton.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And now it'll be the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Bo Bichette. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Godot features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Plays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Marcus Semien will be next. 1 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hayes is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Next to bat for Toronto, Marcus Semien. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the AB now.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
1-1.
Sliced hard on the ground. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Tough play, but he handled it beautifully at second base to finish the frame. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Thank you, Heidi.
The right fielder, number 31.
I wanna know where you from. Left cheek, right cheek. How you getting them tight jeans? Better say that you might be. I need what you give to me. I need what you give to me.
And the pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Mullins, a 5'8" switch hitter. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Ready with another 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up and he couldn't recover in time.
Austin Hayes the next to bat.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Orioles held in check there. Still down 3-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And next it'll be the outfielder, Lourdes Gurriel. First offering.
Count 1-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Now the 1-1 pitch. It's taken for strike 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Popped up. Ruiz is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Digging in next, George Springer. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. The 1-0. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Runner around second now, headed for third. The relay, oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Rendell Grichuk will stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch on the way.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
Here's the 1-0.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Hit down the third. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And this ought to plate a couple as this ball's down for extra bases. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Wow, your outfield is the last line of defense, and when they let you down, it's really costly. 2 runs come around to score, and even though they happen, there's really no excuse for that kind of mistake at this level.
To the plate now, Rowdy Tellez. And a ball 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0.
1-1.
And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Grichuk takes his lead at third with 1 away. Hard on the ground towards short. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Hunter Harvey gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Standing in now, Cavan Biggio. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Harvey playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and one. Here it is. Fouled off. Three runs already home here. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. No hits to this point. Up around the letters with that one for ball two.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
2-1 now. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Fastball in there. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. And he takes ball four. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The bat, number 11, shortstop.
Next to stand in is Bo Bichette. He flew out in his last AB. He's set and the pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
The 0-1 delivery. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 2 errors in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles nothing. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jahmai Jones. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Yeah, and it's usually demoralizing, Matty, when the top of the order, so-called best hitters, are shut down. But you know what? We can't expect them to carry us every single day. Somebody in the southern part of this order has got to step up and get this offense rolling.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. A ball and a strike.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
The 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Stepping in once again is Ramon Urias. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First offering. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped him up. Kirk has a play. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
In now for the O's, Ryan Mountcastle. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And the pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
The 1-1 home.
Yeah.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Into the windup and the pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Marcus Semien. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. The 0-1 on its way. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball, and it's gone. It's a solo shot for Marcus Semien. Home run number 9 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, and you never want to downplay a home run, but they've had runners on base all game long and couldn't get a home run in that situation. Hey, it's only a solo shot, but they'll take it. but you have to think they're feeling like they've missed some opportunities in this one.
So now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Slow little roller to third. He's got it. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So with 7 runs allowed already, it's been another dismal outing from this pitching staff as you take a look there at the list of clubs with the highest team ERA. And that's a sight you don't want to see. Dead last in the AL in that category. So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Pitch on the way. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. 1 out, nobody on. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. George Springer the next to hit. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. 2-out success means Randall Grichuk will bat this inning.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Orioles nothing. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the DH, Pat Valaika.
The designated hitter, Pat Valaika.
First pitch of the AB now.
Ball 1.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. The 1-0. is a fastball that misses.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Next to dig in, Rio Ruiz. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Valaika gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Ruiz, playing here in his age 26 season. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Got him.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Blue Jays on top, 7-0. Tanner Scott enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
66. Tanner Scott.
New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Inside ball 1.
The 1-0 home. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The third baseman.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Now at the plate, Kevin Biggio struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher,
At the plate, Alejandro Kirk, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And low, it's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Scott stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 2-1 home is taken down and in for a ball. Bo Bichette waits on deck. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now. Skied down the left field line. Swing and a ground ball to third. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Jays are out in front, 7-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Cedric Mullins. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. First pitch coming, here it is. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
The 1-1. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
Ready now for Baltimore, Pedro Severino. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, DeRo, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
1 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 2-2.
Full count, 3-2.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, the center fielder, Austin.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and that will be the last we see in this one of Hyun-Jin Ryu. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. A.J. Cole enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 36, A.J. Cole.
So now here is Austin Hayes. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Two out, nobody on. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. Toronto leads this one 7-0.
Roberto Osuna enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Bo Bichette is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Ready on 1-2. Ball 2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Into the box, Marcus Semien, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
And the pitch.
That's ball 3.
Lourdes
Yep,
Gurriel
3-0.
will be next. Three-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike. Line drive to center field. Hayes is there, 2 gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Now to bat, Lourdes Gurriel. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The 0-2 home. Another one sent foul. Another 0-2 coming. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're still in control, 7-0. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jahmai Jones. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Ball, that's out. Ball 3.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
Here it is, the 3-0. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ramon Urias is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Jones aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled off. The 1-1.
No, that's low.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
2-2. Here now the 2-2. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Ryan Mountcastle will be next. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Jones rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. And they are now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Stepping in now, Ryan Mountcastle. And this is hit hard to the right side. This gets foul. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Liner towards second. And there's one away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's set, and the pitch. To the left side, but it's well fouled. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and blasted. No bunt cheese on that one. It's way gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 7-3 game.
They seem to forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
Ryan Barucki enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column.
Now batting, third baseman.
To the plate now, Rio Ruiz. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. The Jays are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
2-0 now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Ball 3. 3-0. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. The 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now back, the shortstop, Freddie.
So the next to bat will be Freddie Galvis. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is a slider taken for a ball.
Yeah, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that will make him 1 for 4 in this one. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Digging in will be Cedric Mullins. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Still only 1 out in the inning.
Ball 1.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Fouled away. The 1-2.
I got the count. 2 and 2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Toronto Blue Jays led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Hyunjin Ryu earned his 5th win of the year. John Means was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Advance our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.